Where this turbo can go 700 to 800. This feels so bland and holy shit.
Definitely cool.
So 4,500. I drove the 500 of Barth with a short throw. It was like way too high. It was like up here, like you could see it. Like this is like a perfect. I like this actually. This is actually really nice. The other one was like up here. It was too much. Do it. This is the first official fucking drive. Wow. We will see if the car blows up or not, and we will see how this clutch feels. I'm still trying to like get a position for it. The guy must have been a lot shorter than me.
It looked that heavy.
Yeah, no, there's not. It's not like super heavy. I just need to. I don't even know where. I can't remember where these fucking things. Whatever. See, this has to double-sided tape a little bit. Okay, now this is the problem. Let's pray that we don't bottom out. Okay, we didn't bottom out. Shifter feels good. It's not as short as like it seems. Yeah. But it's still short.
Maybe because it's high. It's longer shifter. Maybe that's why.
Usually the way it works, I was doing research because I wanted to do make a short throw for the 124. It's like the fulcrum, like the bottom. They shorten the bottom ball below and then they lengthen the top, and technically it's still a lot shorter. But no, it feels good. I just gotta get used to it. It actually feels nice. The RSX, just acuity, makes that crazy four-way adjustable. That thing's nutty. Yeah, I definitely have to figure out how to move my seat back, like lean back a little bit. I feel like I'm sitting. Yeah. I don't like sitting straight up. I feel like I'm just like this.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe. So.
Is there a roller here?
Okay, no, it's different because these. I had a 2008 Evo back in the day.
Oh yeah, it's the roller.
And it came with Recaros.
It's the roller.
Okay, this one didn't come with Recaros. He did. They put the old.
Up high. Here, you can see up here. It's a roller.
Oh fuck. Ah, okay, now we're doing better.
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay.
Start hitting some boost.
A little bit of boost.
When it starts like building boost.
It's the first time driving it, not knowing. I believe the 6266 on this car. That's the fuel pump, I think, whining. He told me about that. Around 4,000, maybe a hair below, but then it won't hit full boost until like around 47, 48 maybe. So between like 4 and 5 is when you start feeling it, and then above that is when it's just like really just like go, you know? I'm gonna
Where
do.
Where you at now?
Gas-wise?
Yeah.
Like a quarter tank. I'm probably gonna wait until I get really low and then fill up with 93 and just let it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the check engine light stops, and then I can get it past inspection.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
The check engine light is staying pretty predominantly, which is a little frustrating because
Have you cleared it before?
No, this is literally my first time in the car, like driving it. Besides yesterday, which him and some other folks said it's supposed to flash maybe beyond when it's the ethanol content is mixing and adapting. But for me, it's a little more consistent, which is a little more concerning. He's telling me it goes away. I don't know. I kind of put my faith in him, so, and it did seem like it drove fine. Like right now, it doesn't seem like it's having no misfire or anything. Like it seems like it's smooth.
You hear that stutter?
I was talking to multiple, Donnie and some other guys. They said,
or is that like?
They're saying the injectors, because this thing has massive injectors, 2150, which is pretty damn big. See, that's the thing. The clutch is actually the clutch is fine. It's a throttle sensitivity. It's very sensitive, which you think I would be used to because my other cars are like that, but it's just like very sensitive. That's why I can't get plastic shift knobs. I already have them in my house. This is so weird. I can't believe it comes from this company, this shift container. Like everything's great, but this knob, I can't. I feel like I'm touching a toy when I shift it, and it's slippery as fuck. Yeah. Luckily, I believe I have other shifters that I think have the same thread pattern as the 124, and some have adapters, so that's like one of the first things I'm going to do is change the shifter. This is super fucking slippery. It does seem like right now we're not under like load footwear or anything, but even under cruising, it does seem to drive smooth. Yeah. It's just like right when you stop, the idle starts getting a little crazy, which I have heard. If if you're running.
Well, it's
an
big
aggressive,
injectors and E85 and.
Maybe Donnie could use his little scanner tool, and we'll see what it says.
Pretty big turbo here, though, right?
The 6266 is fairly big. It's not like people make, like I made almost 500 on a drop-in, and people have, since then there was even bigger ones. Like I had an FP red, since then they had an FP black. It was like green, red, black. My red made a decent amount. The black, I think you could hit 500. Those are stock frame turbos, but then you might be near the limits of 5 to whatever, I don't know. Where this turbo can go 7 to 800.
Yeah, but it's not turned up, right?
No, it's not turned up at all. Like the engine would have to get built a little bit to really maximize the turbo. But even the good thing is, like right now, you're not pushing it to the maximum, you know what I mean, just to hit 500, which is what this could do. So that is good. It's just, it needs to, if I want to go crazier, then it needs to get built a little bit more. I think the first thing I would do is GSC makes Beehive springs and titanium retainers, possibly with the cams, and that should allow me to safely rev to 8,000 or higher. And that's where I have a turbo that I feel, you know, will make the power over there. Some folks are like, with a stock turbo saying I want to rev to 8,000. It's like you're falling on your face up top. Like, you know what I mean? There's no point. With this, it'll make power. I just don't know if I would have to do anything else. Then in the future, I know rods or something that these cars, if you start pushing a lot of power, I would imagine basically build your engine at that point to a degree. But I might go step one, just do the springs retainers and see like if I can just rev a little bit higher and make some more power up top safely. It's not that bad down low. It's like I'm so used to having a 1.4 liter that when that's at a boost, you're like nowhere. That even this thing like at a boost, it's like, it's alright. I don't mind. It's actually okay. I don't feel like a fucking snail. I just want to make sure this fucking light does go away and I can get inspection. I hate these bums.
What's that sputter sound though when you get like higher revs?
I believe that's the open wastegate that's making the sound, the open dump, like. Pretty positive that's what it is. I'll ask Donnie, but I'm pretty positive when you have like an open dump with the wastegate, it causes, that's kind of like the sound you hear. I'm trying to remember, I forget if my 9 or my 10 had the open dump downpipe. One of them did for sure, I know. Alright, so 4,500.
Oh yeah.
That's like, I think I saw 29 pounds of boost. Now we brought it up to like 7.
It pulls.
How's it feel?
It pulls. Definitely pulls.
I missed that, man. This shit brings me back. Woo! Hell yeah. I could have sworn I saw 29 on that gauge, which is boost. Let's see. Good. Oh man. As long as she's healthy and the engine's healthy, then this thing's got a lot of room to grow, and I'm excited to freaking grow with the damn car and just keep doing stuff to it.
Yes. Feels healthy.
It does, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is a little concerning, but a lot of folks see the concerning part is that it's not going away. The check engine light, the service engine light. People say with the 85,
come back.
People say like it will flash as it's adapting and stuff. The fact that it's been on is what's a little more concerning. It feels strong, it feels healthy, but that doesn't mean there's not some underlying issue, which I'm putting my faith in the previous owner, which I shouldn't be, but you know, I'll let my guy look at it. And unfortunately I don't have a lot of time today, but it feels nice. It's actually a good daily driver too. Like, it actually feels pretty nice to daily drive. You definitely hear that shit echoing against the wall here.
Oh yeah.
can tell the boost builds up slow, or that it has some lag, because like I'll have the throttle at the same position, and then it just starts kicking in as if I'm giving it more throttle. But it's not that I'm giving it more throttle, it's just I'm at the point where it would build boost, but it's not. Yeah. And then once it builds, it's just like whoosh.
It kicks it all at once.
It just takes time for it to build, but you're at the throttle position where you're like, oh, you're at 15 pounds, you're just too low of an RPM, so you're at 0. And then out of nowhere, it's like 15. But I guess it's good, like when you're just dailying, you'll be out of boost.
The rolling anti-lag, that'd be sick.
Brake boosting?
No, like the rolling anti-lag, like some of those cars.
Well, I know
hit a button, and you can hold the gas, and it holds to a certain RPM, building boost.
Isn't that not like brake? Isn't that like brake boosting?
It is, but
with a fancier brake boosting, like a built-in brake. Yeah. It's kind of like saying launch control without launch control, using your feet versus just smashing the gas. Yeah.
It's they call it anti-lag. It's a button you hold and it just builds boost. It's definitely planted and smooth.
Huh?
It feels so smooth and planted.
Oh, that it does. That's what I was saying before. Like compared to the RSX and the 500, which are front-wheel drive, like this thing feels light years ahead. That's like one of the things that I was never a fan of those two cars. It just feels like the car wants to go all over the fucking place.
Which one?
Both the 500 and the RSX. That was one thing I just wasn't fond of. Like, it just feels like when you're under load, under certain conditions. The RSX was more torque steer, where the 500 just felt like it was on ice skates at times, as my friend mentioned. I was like, that's it. Like, I couldn't think of the
124 feels
fucking planted as hell. No, that feels awesome. Rear wheel drive, even before the big tires, I think felt awesome. But this just feels great, and that's obviously just the all-wheel drive aspect and the way everything's dialed in. It actually feels like more daily drivable than my 500, and I bought the 500 as my daily driver. The only problem is the front lip. The car's not even that low. It's that fucking front lip. It looks great with the Varis. It's a Varis lip, I believe, that's attached to the Varis front bumper. It's just so damn low. It sits low. Because the car, I don't know what set of springs it's on, but it's only on a set of springs, and it's not that low. It's just annoying. So I don't know if maybe, I don't know. I gotta see. Oh my god, that feels so good. And I was going like slow around there. It just feels so planted. Holy shit. Oh my god, the steering feels so precise. I miss this shit. The 500 just feels like fucking garbage when I'm turning it. I gotta do something about it. Like when I'm in a turn with the 500, it feels planted and stable. It's when you're kind of just not in an aggressive turn driving it, it don't feel right. This thing just fucking feels ridiculously planted and darty. First drive feels good though. It friggin' feels nice. I'm just pumped getting back into an Evo. It's been forever. Like I've always had my eyes open, but none ever showed up like semi-local that seemed worth it. And then this did. I did put a little bit of risk into it, but it seemed like it was the best out of anything around. And I didn't want to go backwards in the sense of like it would have been so hard to find an Evo 10 that, you know, is that what is that? No. That's all the nose of it. I was like, what is that blue car?
392.
Like with mine already being decently built up that I sold, it's like this actually is like a hair more built, you know what I mean? Which is like the perfect thing. And mine had 19,000 miles when I sold it, and this has 21. So like I was like, I'm never gonna find one that's built kind of like mine with low mileage, and then sure enough, here I go and I find it. This one actually is better because instead of being an 08, the first model, it's a 15, the last model.
He's like, now I lost about 100 horsepower.
What, me?
Pump gas.
Now, according to the guy, which I'm waiting for the dyno graphs from everything, he says it's like 470, 480 on pump, and like low 500s on E60, and like 520 some on E85. So it's between 480 and 520, I think, between everything. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even think I was going nearly full throttle on that one. I think I was at like 20-some pounds. Just kind of ease it in as things adjust and adapt. It still like boggles my mind how it's going to adapt the tune I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. Like, I feel like you would need.
Picks up the
I feel like you would need
meter.
some, and it adjusts all the different parameters within your ECU.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. I thought you would need something else besides just a flex fuel sensor. Like, I don't know, maybe there is more that I don't know about. Yeah, 41.9, 42. Like, it's basically settled. It went to 38 and 42, and I'm pretty confident. Huh?
It might drop a little bit more.
It might. It actually went up a hair, so I think, like, I can get on it is what I'm saying. Because most folks say, like, don't get on it right away. Wait until your ethanol sensor content, like, you know, settles. I would say this is a settle, considering it was like 38 to 42, and now it's been consistently at 40, meaning I can get on it again, which is still just, you know, crazy. Flex fuel, go flex fuel. It's kind of concerning, kind of not. Like, I don't know. It's
we
annoying.
know it's not really a misfire, so.
It doesn't seem like one.
Yeah.
Like, when he checked it, it was like a, I don't know, what's the word? It didn't say active. Like, the second time it said active because it just came back, but it was the same code. Now that I know the code number, I'm going to do a little bit of research on it, you know?
Yeah.
P0300. I wrote it down, too. I love it, though. As long as nothing's wrong with it, I'll knock on wood. I keep saying it because, like, I'm just paranoid because of all these little things, you know? It feels fine.
It's solid. It's all.
Yeah, and it feels like, it seems like it is, but it's like...
But you see the check engine light, you're like...
Yeah, and it's like, it flashed right when I filled up and turned it on, and then it went away. So I'm like, okay, awesome. Everyone says that's fine.
Why did it come back?
Exactly. Why'd it come back, and why'd it throw the same code? Which is a misfire detected, but it's not even specific to a cylinder or anything. It's just like, I think it literally just said misfire detected or something.